I have a list of 10 books to read next year. Why and how did these guys make it to the list? Let's chat. My name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So, Anne from In Search of Wonder has a classics reading challenge this year, and she has added extra little challenges for each month. And for the month of November, it was to make a list of 10 books you want to read next year. I am not officially participating in her Reading the Classics challenge because I'm not a huge classics reader. I've read a couple for her challenge, but I am not focusing on them. But I'm like, I could do this list of 10 books for next year. So when I thought about how did I want this list to go? How was I going to choose books? So I'm going to do all physical books from my shelves. And if I do not read them next year by the end of December 2026, so I'm giving myself technically 13 months because this is going up in November. So I could read them this December. So I'm giving myself 13 months to get these read. If I do not read them, I need to unhaul them. And I hate the idea of unhauling a book that I have not read. So that will be kind of a push to read them. Some of them I want to read, and some of them have just been on my shelf too long and I've been avoiding them. Okay, the other thing about this is my best friend will be choosing some books for me to read for my 26 in 26 challenge that will be coming. But I don't want her to choose all these 10 books. Or I'm not making her choose from my 10. This could be an addition, or she may be nice and overlap some. I don't know what she's gonna do. I really debated about even posting this video and just doing the list and then talking about it after she chose the 26 and 26. But I decided, no, I'm going to post it anyways because I want to talk about why I chose some of these books on this list. Okay, so I have, as I said, I have a stack of 10 books here. And I've tried to put them kind of in priority order a little bit, not a lot. I have my notes of why I put them on this list. The first book is The Story People by Heather Kaufman. This is a 5-star prediction that I did September of 2024. Why have I not read it yet if it's a 5-star prediction? So this is the one that I definitely need to prioritize. Like maybe January? We'll see. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just remember Carmen Jane talking about it and absolutely loving it. And when I saw it at McKay's, maybe Second and Charles, not sure. I picked it up used in the States. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get it and I'm going to read it. And I haven't read it. And I bought this May of 2024. As I said, it was a September 24 5-star prediction. Then the next 2 books are books that have been on my shelf for so long. I actually don't even know when I bought them. They just say prior to 2015. And that is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. One of my really good friends enjoys this book and keeps asking me, have you read it yet? Have you read it yet? Nope. And she was with me when I bought this book. So 2026 is gonna be the year I'm going to try this book. Then we have Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile. This is the Agatha Christie that has been on my shelf the longest. So again, it is time to read it. It was purchased before 2015. Okay, then we have Kidnapped by D. Henderson. This will be a reread for me, but it was on my 2024 read bingo board. This is the one book I did not complete on that bingo board. And I haven't read it yet in 2025. Yeah, I need to read it in 2026. So this is romantic suspense. And a killer returns. A fragile love falters. A kidnapping goes awry. This has been re-released as the title Kidnapped. When I initially read it, it was called True Courage, I think was the name of it. Yes. It was initially released as True Courage. Then it was republished in 2008 as Kidnapped. So, yeah. Okay, then we go to books that have just been on my shelves for a while. So I have Murder on the Moor by Juliana Deering. This is book... Oh, it doesn't say. I think it's book 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 5 of the Drew Farthering Mysteries series. This is a mystery series kind of based on Agatha Christie a little bit. It's set in the 1930s in England. I have read the first 4 books of the series, so this would be the next one for me to read. I initially purchased this in February of 2018. Again, it's been on my shelves for a while. Now, I was waiting to get some of the other books, the earlier books, before I could read it, which is why it's been on my shelves for a while, because I didn't have access to the other books. But now I'm ready to read it. Then I have Where Hope Begins by Catherine West. I purchased this one July of 2022 because my best friend Christine had read it years prior to that and really enjoyed it. And I had not tried Catherine West at the time when I purchased this. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try this one because Christine really enjoyed it. However, I did pick up another one in between. So I have read Catherine West now. It's just, it wasn't this one. So it is time for me to read it. It just says fiction on the back. Sometimes we're allowed to glimpse the beauty from within the brokenness. Savannah has always found solace at her parents' lake house in the Berkshires, and it's a place she runs to when her husband of over 20 years leaves her. Though her world is shaken and the future uncertain, she finds hope through an old woman's wisdom, a little girl's laughter, and a man who's willing to risk his own heart to prove to Savannah that she is worthy of love. Okay, then we have The Day the World Came to Town by Jim Defeed, I think. This is about 9/11 and the planes landing in Gander, Newfoundland. I bought this May of 2024 because I wanted to read it in September of 2024. Oops. I haven't yet. It is not a really long, and I've heard it's a really good story, and this is what the musical Come From Away is based on, and I really want to read it. 2026 will be the year. And speaking of another one that I just really want to read is When Stars Light the Sky by Elizabeth Camden. This is book 2 of the Women of Midtown series. This one was an anticipated release for 2025, I believe. Yes, 2025 it came out. I have not read book 1 of this series, but I added this series to my list because of this book. It talks about it being a marriage of convenience. So it just says, when they run out of diplomatic options, a marriage of convenience may be England's only hope of escape from the impending war. In a world on a brink of war, 2 hearts must navigate shadows of uncertainty. And I love marriage of convenience stories, so that is what made me add it to my list. So I'm like, okay, 2026 is going to be the year, and 2026 is the year that book 3 comes out in this series. So can I read the whole series next year? That would be amazing. Okay, then the last 2 books are books that I have been gifted that I do not want to sit on my shelf for too long. So that is why I've added them to this. So the first one is Indigo Isle by T.I. Lowe. I was gifted this from Christine, my best friend, for Christmas last year. So it hasn't been quite a year yet on my shelves, but long enough that I need to read it. I have never read T.I. Lowe. I've heard really good things about her. It just says fiction contemporary. Storms show up and there ain't a thing we can do to stop them. There ain't a thing. I love that. I used to say ain't a lot in high school, and my dad would always say ain't isn't in the dictionary, until I found a dictionary that had ain't in it because it was a contemporary slang dictionary. Yeah, I love that. I love that it's on here. So this is one. And then the very last book is Obsession by Patricia Bradley. This is book 2 of the Natchez Park Rangers series. I have read book 1, so this is the next book for me to read. It is a romantic suspense, and I was gifted this book from Chrissy at Chrissy's Purple Library, and I was gifted it in September of 2024. So yeah, I need to read it. So those are the 10 books that I'm hoping and I plan to read in 2026. Yes, I realize they're all upside down now. But if I do not read these by December of 2026, I need to unhaul them. Yeah, can I do it? I mean, 10 books, that's not even one book a month. I should be able to do it if I prioritize them. Have you read any of these? Which ones should I put first on my list? I would love to chat in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I would love it if you would like and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And if you are, thank you for your support. Let's look forward to a future video. Have a great day. Bye.